She's addicted to crack cocaine. I'm raising her children.
This is where I picked up my first guy. He gave me $40. At the time, I never thought about my kids.
How often are you walking the streets? And how often are you doing the drugs?
Every day.
I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want to do the drugs anymore. I don't want to sell my body anymore.
I was a good mother to you. Why aren't you there for your children?
Thank God you have a mother that's willing to fight, that's willing to go in the crack house.
You have got to stop this life.
Steve, I'm here. I've got a beautiful 23-year-old daughter. She's a heroin addict.
Tried to support, myself, and more than anything, my habit. I sell my body because of it.
It's been 3 months since that show. Your daughter went to rehab.
That's correct.
Is she still in rehab now?
I haven't seen her since.
You haven't seen her?
No, I haven't seen her since.
Let's bring her out.
I need help for my daughter. She's 22, Steve, and she's been on the streets for a year now. She's addicted to crack cocaine.
My name is Anna. My family have contacted your show in regards of getting help for me.
I've tried to do everything for her. I'm at a loss at this point with her. She's been selling her body on the streets.
Where I picked up my first guy, he had pulled off to the side of the road, asked me if I needed a ride, and he had made the proposition, for oral sex in exchange for cash money. So I took the proposition. In exchange for me giving the man oral sex, he gave me $40. And I continued on walking up and down the street to do that same exact thing because it was quick, easy money, and it could feed my high. In about a day's time, I would probably talk to about 30 gentlemen in one day.
And she's living on the streets. She's homeless.
I stay at this hotel probably 4 or 5 days out of the week. I walk up and down the street, I make my money, I pay my rent here, and I smoke. Some days I'll go to one of my associates' house and eat. And other days, I don't, sometimes I don't feel like eating. Sometimes I just feel like I want to get high all day. I don't want to eat. Or sometimes I'm so sick of myself, my body can't eat.
I'm raising her children. She has a daughter that is a year old, and she has a son that is 2.5. I've had her daughter since she was born, and I've had her son since he was 2 months old. And they need their mother.
At the time, when I was walking and working and smoking, I never thought about my kids. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. And I need my daughter back. I need your help to help me find her, get her back to the way she was. Her babies need her. I need her. I need her back. I miss her.
At some point, whenever I am buying crack and I'm getting all this money to smoke, I do think about, damn, I could have just gotten, I get a pair of shoes, or, I could have done this and that with the money for my children. But most of the days, I don't think about it.
I don't know what else to do. I really need your help.
Let's meet that girl on the tape. Her name is Anna. Let's meet her. How you doing, Anna?
Hey.
You have 2 young kids, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm watching this tape, and I tell the producer, you have 2 young kids, and you look like you're 14 yourself. How old are you?
22.
You're 22. Why are you out on the streets prostituting and doing drugs?
Because I feel like I'm at a loss.
What are you at a loss about?
I lost my children, and I moved into a low-income housing place. DCF placed me there, and I had gotten a roommate. She was addicted to crack, and I had tried it with her and ended up being addicted myself, losing my home, losing my job, losing touch with my family, touch with my kids, and that put me out on the street, and I've been stuck there ever since. It resulted in me selling my body to be able to eat, to support my habit, to support myself.
And how long have you been doing this?
For almost a year.
Okay, why were your kids, how did you lose your kids in the first place?
My ex-boyfriend abused my son when he was 10 months old.
I gotta ask, if you know this guy's violent, why would you let him watch your children?
Because he was only violent towards me, and he had children. And I've never
You
would've
thought your children would be okay. You didn't think he would do that to your kids. So you get your kids taken away, which had to be a hard thing.
Yes.
You get put in a tough situation. You know, you're a good-looking woman, young, got your whole life ahead of you. Why would you even put yourself in that position?
Because sometimes when you're in the state of mind when you're high, you'll do anything to get that high.
I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want to do the drugs anymore. I don't want to sell my body anymore.
It's been 3 months since that show. Your daughter went to rehab.
That's correct.
Is she still in rehab now?
I haven't seen her since...
You haven't seen her?
No, I haven't seen her since...
Let's bring her out. How often are you walking the streets?
Every day.
Every day. And how often are you doing the drugs?
Every day.
Every day. How many times a day do you smoke? I'm told you smoke crack cocaine.
Yes.
And how many times do you smoke?
So many times I probably don't even know in one day.
So is it just a cycle every day? You get up, make some money, go smoke crack, go out, make some more money, go smoke some more crack?
It usually ends up like that.
Watching the tape, you say you don't think about your kids. As a mother, how do you not think about your kids?
Well, when you're sitting there putting a crack pipe to your mouth, Steve, why would you want to sit there and think about your kids?
And then, as a normal person, I say, why put the crack pipe to your lips? Again, I'll say, when people say, well, you don't know what it's like to be an addict. No, I don't. I don't know anything about drug addiction. I mean, I've seen it. Me, myself, I've never had it. But at that first time you do it, there is a decision-making process there, right? Where you say, oh, you're not smoking marijuana. We all know that, right?
Right.
This is crack cocaine. The first time you put that to your lips, you must be intelligent enough. You must have some fear in you. You must have something in you that says, okay, I'm doing this. I probably shouldn't be doing this. I might end up getting hooked on this, because it wasn't like you were 14 doing this. You were a grown woman when you started doing this.
I don't really remember what was going through my head the first time. All I know is, everybody else around me, my roommate, everybody was doing it, and they're like, try this. I tried it, and to be honest, I didn't even like the high when I first tried it.
Okay, so if you didn't like it, why would you do it again?
Because the feeling of it, like, I didn't like the taste, I didn't like the after effect, but the feeling you get after you hit, I liked.
And what is that feeling?
It's like a speed rush. That's about the only way I can describe it.
And so that speed rush is more of a force, or more of a pull on you as a human being than your children?
No.
Well, it obviously is, because that's what you're doing. You're picking the drugs over your kids, right? I mean, if you have to not think about your kids in order to do the drugs, kind of picking the drugs over them, right?
When you're addicted to crack cocaine, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to quit smoking crack today. You can't do it like that.
Well, how do you
Because
do it?
your body, once you've done it for so long, your body gets a dependency, and it's like a fuel that your body needs after you've done it for so long. Like, I've tried to quit. I've tried. And I need medical help. I need help to quit, because I've went 1-2 weeks. You'll get hives. You start itching really bad. You'll get night sweats, cold sweats, hot sweats. You'll start feeling sick to your stomach to where you can't eat. The DTs from it's really bad, and I just know that, you know, I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want to do the drugs anymore. I don't want to sell my body anymore. I want help. That's one of the main things that I want. I want to be a mom. I want my life back. And one of the things I'd really like to see is my old self. I want to see me again.
She was always fun, loving, happy. Everybody loved her. I was so proud of her. I'm still proud of you, but you have got to stop this life.
Why all of a sudden do you want to get clean?
Because I want to be a mother to my children, and I feel sick. I look at myself, I'm 22 years old. There's a lot better things in my life I could be doing. I could go back to school. I could get a job.
How often do you see your kids?
Right now, I don't see them currently. Me and my mom came to a mutual agreement that until I get clean and I get better for myself, that it'd be better if I didn't see them that way, because having an inconsistency in their life hurts them a lot more. And I'd rather hurt inside not seeing them than for them to hurt and wonder, you know, why did she come this day and she's not here this day?
How old are your children again?
2 and 1.
2 and 1? And your daughter must wonder where you're at, right?
She doesn't know me.
She doesn't know you?
No.
How does that make you feel?
Like,
what do you miss the most?
I miss the way my kids' hair smells. I miss holding them, talking to them, just watching them play.
Missing out on a lot.
Everything.
And every day you miss, you don't get back. It's gone. It's even when you spend every day with your kids and you start looking at pictures and you wonder, even when they're only 3, 4 years old, you're like, where'd that time go? And you're there every day and you're wondering, you're singing Wheels on the Bus, go round and round. I was listening to your kids sing that and my kids sang that, and it seemed like that was yesterday. And I was there for it. And I can remember, oh my God, that went by so fast. You don't even get the memories of that. You miss out on your kids singing Wheels on the Bus. And it might sound like a little thing, and it doesn't mean, but I don't know. I think when you look back as a parent, those are the things that mean everything. You're here today and you say you want to change your life and you want help and you want to get off these drugs, and you want to be a good mom and you want to be there for your kids. When was the last time you smoked crack?
Today it'll be 5 days.
So you've not smoked for 5 days?
Yeah.
And how do you feel by not smoking for 5 days?
Well, the past couple days I've been going through DTs really bad. I've been getting really bad hives. I've been sweating. I can't really sleep that well. Can't eat that much. Today was actually the first day I actually ate a lot. But you go through different various things from not having it. But being clean and having my kids back is worth going through the pain of not having the drugs.
Well, your mom's here. As she says, she feels like there's nowhere else to turn. She wants you off the streets. Let's bring your mom out.
Do you have any idea what you do to me? Any idea at all? What you put me through living this life that you live? Do you have any idea? Every night I lay my head down at night. I don't know when I wake up if my daughter is still going to be alive. I'm raising your children, the children you had. I've raised my children. I was a good mother to you. I've been there for you. Why aren't you there for your children? at me. Do you not see the pain I'm in?
Yeah.
Why do you choose this over your children, Anna? Why? Why is it so much more important than your children?
It's not more important than
It is more important because you choose it and you do it. I've had your daughter since birth. She doesn't even know her mother. I've had your son since he was 10 months old. Do you have any idea what it is every night when that child goes to bed crying for his mother? And I don't have an answer for him. I have to lie. I have to say, Mommy's at work. That's the only answer I have for him. Because I can't tell him what you're doing. Do you have any idea? You are not only destroying your life, you're destroying your children's life, you're destroying my life.
Thank God you have a mother that's willing to fight, that's willing to go in the crack house.
These highs that you're out getting cannot compare to the love of your children, Anna.
The story doesn't end when our guests leave my stage. Stay tuned until the conclusion of the show. You'll never believe what's been going on since they left.
What do you want me to do? You want me to raise your children?
No.
When are you going to get help? When are you going to step up to the plate and get help?
I want to do it now.
But you've said that before. I've gotten you out of the situations. And you promised me, I'm going to do it, Mom. I'm going to do it. And you always come back. You go right back to the drugs. Right back to the drugs, to the people.
Mom, when you say you went and you got her out of the situation, what did you do?
I put her on a plane. I had to go borrow $400 to put her on a plane to get her out of the area. Sent her out of state.
And then what happened? You got her out of the state?
I got her out of state. She was there exactly 3 weeks. Met a man, conned him out of money to put her back on a plane to come back to live on the streets again.
Is that
to do
true?
her drugs.
I came back to be with a man that said he had an apartment for me that he...
Did you con another man out of his money?
I didn't really con. I told him I wanted to go back. He
You
told me
did.
he would pay for it.
Anna, you lied to him. You told him that you had to come back for your children.
I told him I wanted to be back by my kids.
And did
But
you go
that-
back and be with your kids?
No.
So this is where I sometimes I get a little cold. And I go, yeah, what the hell? What am I doing? And I want to help people, but I also want to help people that give a damn, that like make a little bit of effort on their part. And I see you sitting there, and I hear your mother saying, hey, I've been there. I haven't just let you walk the streets. I've gone and got you out of a situation. I don't have the money. I borrowed it. I sent you out of state. I got you out of that terrible situation. What did you do? You swindled some money, came right back, and went back out on the street. Didn't even come by to see your kids. I hear about you making all this money, and yeah, you got a big crack habit or whatever, but those kids got to eat, right? So by what? The grace of your mother's goodness that she'll feed them. You just put it all on her. And as I said, when's the last time you gave your money? Not as much as I should be. No, you don't want to come out and say the truth. 2 months? And how much money was that, Mom?
$50.
$50. $50 damn dollars in over 2 months.
Yeah.
I wonder how far that goes, feeding a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. So that's less than $1 a day since the last time you've been there. How far does that go, Mom? Less than $1 a day with 2 children.
It doesn't go very far at all. Doesn't go very far at all. I'm so far in debt right now, trying to take care of her and take care of the children.
And you've gone to the crack houses to get your daughter.
Yes. I've drove the neighborhood. I have. I've gone to the neighborhood to hunt for her when I've not heard from her in days. I go and look for her because I never know what's happening. So she's out there and she climbs in any car. She doesn't care whose. She's been raped out there. And that sounds even odd to say because she's out there selling her body. How can you say rape? But She's been raped.
It's got to be scary for you to go into a crack house.
It's very scary for me to be out there, but I love my daughter so much. I love you so much. Look at me, please. I love you so much.
I love you too.
That I'm willing to go out there and hunt for you. Don't you understand that? Don't you understand that? I need you, Anna.
Yes.
I need you. Your children need you.
And what could happen to your mother when she's out trying to protect you, trying to bring you back from these situations? And not only endangering yourself, you're endangering your mother. And thank God you have a mother that's willing to fight, that's willing to go in the crack house. I know this is a big question on my mind. I think we all think it. What kind of child was she growing up?
She was a beautiful child. She was always fun, loving, happy. Everybody loved her. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't go to the school without somebody telling me what a wonderful child I had, what a beautiful, loving child I had. I was so proud of her. I'm still proud of you. I am, because you're my daughter. I love you so much. But you have got to stop this life. You've got to stop it, Anna. I can't keep going on this roller coaster ride with you. I can't. It tears my heart up. I can't keep doing this.
I'm sorry.
I need you to want to get help.
I do want help.
I need you to mean it. I need you to mean it, Anna, because you say this to me all the time. You tell me you want it. I need you to mean it. I need you to really want it.
I mean it.
And that's her son?
That's
my daughter.
That's your little girl?
Yes. And she is so much like Anna. Every time I see her, I watch everything she does. She reminds me of Anna when Anna was that age. She's so happy all the time. Anna was just like that. Always smiling. She was just such a happy baby. I'll do anything for you. You know that. You know that. You know you're in my heart. The day I had you, I couldn't wait to have you because you were my daughter. I wanted a daughter so bad. When I got you, I was so proud, you know. Don't you know that?
Don't you want these two little people to know who look how happy this...
They're so beautiful.
Look how happy your daughter is. Don't you want her to know who her mommy is?
Yes. These highs that you're out getting could not compare to the love of your children, Anna. Beautiful. You have beautiful babies. You have beautiful babies.
You know what, Tina?
Yes, sir.
I want to say, you're a special kind of mom. You know, everything that you've been through, the bravery it must take to go to the crack houses, track your daughter down, do everything you can to borrow money to try to put your daughter in a good position. You're somebody that I look up to.
Please change.
Anna?
Please.
I don't want to change.
I believe that you want change. I hope that you really mean it, that you can be a mom for your daughters, that you can get off this. What I want you to do is go backstage. I want you to watch and listen, and then I'll bring you back out. Okay. Go with your mom. That's what I do right there.
3 months ago, I was you. You're talking to a hope-to-die junkie. Every time I stuck a needle in my arm, I hoped I would die.
It's been 3 months since that show. Your daughter went to rehab.
That's correct.
Is she still in rehab now?
I haven't seen her since.
You
we were
haven't
here.
seen her?
No, I haven't seen her since.
Let's
we were
bring
here.
her out. I want everybody to take a look at a clip from a show we did about 3 months ago.
Steve, I'm here. I've got a beautiful 23-year-old daughter that if she doesn't change her ways, change her life, she's not gonna make it to 24. I'm here trying to save her life today as a dad and trying to get her help that I've been unable to get her for 5 years.
And what is she doing?
She's a heroin addict. She's homeless and she's a heroin addict.
Do you know how she started doing heroin?
It
Or
started with
why?
Oxycontin. I was told it started with Oxycontin, okay, and then went to cocaine. And she said that the withdrawals from heroin were less than Oxycontin, so she went down that path. And then she got to the point where she was disappearing, weeks at a time, just dropping off the face of the planet.
What's going through your mind when you don't know where or see your daughter for weeks at a time?
I think the worst. Either she's been incarcerated or she's dead.
It sounds like pretty much overnight goes from the all-American girl to a drug addict.
I've been crying for help for 4 years. And so I saw one of your shows and I said, you know, I don't know. I'm going to make a phone call. I never expect to get a call back.
How is she supporting her habit if she's homeless?
Selling her body to do it. I don't know. She's never said that officially, but she has no job. And you know, she's homeless. So it could only be one more shot. It could be bad stuff. It could kill her. It could be a shot to the head thrown over the bridge.
As a fellow father, I'm going to do everything I can to help you, Rick. Everything.
Thank you.
I'm going to go back. I'm going to talk to your daughter, and then I'll bring her out to you. Okay, Rick?
Great.
Before I can give you any help, you owe it to your father to go out and talk to him.
It's been absolute hell, and brought me to the point where I sell my body because of it. You know, I'm at the point, I've been raped so many times, I'm immune to it. I'm still here. There's a reason for me to still be here. And hopefully my story can help somebody out there not become me.
There a moment that it happen, or you say, this is so bad, I can't do it anymore?
Today, this is the moment. This phone call, this opportunity.
Can you be that person again?
I don't know that I'll ever be that person again, but I know I don't want to be this person.
You shot your prostitution ad. 5'5", 120 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes. Daddy's girl. That could be me, and that could be my daughter. That could be any of us. Any father in here with the daughter. And look, he's still here. Everything that you put him through, your dad is still here. You want to change your life.
Absolutely.
You want to be a better daughter for your father?
Do anything.
Do you promise to leave this show and go straight into rehab? Are you ready for that challenge?
Absolutely.
Well, this is the first step to saving your life.
Thank
First
you.
step is saving your life. Let's go to rehab. Absolutely. I remember the show all too well. Rick, thanks for coming back on the show. I remember it well because you're an Army guy, right?
Yes, yes, I am.
Spent your career in the Army.
24 years.
24 years. And I remember you saying that your daughter was your best friend.
Absolutely.
Growing up, super close, and living the American dream. She could get a free ride to college, partial scholarship. She's a cheerleader, getting good grades, beautiful young lady. She's going out into the world and partying, gets hooked up with the wrong guy, from what I remember from the show.
Absolutely.
Guy that kept feeding her drugs, do this, do that. a little bit abusive, and she ends up on the street. It's been 3 months since that show. Your daughter went to rehab, and you've talked to her, right?
Almost every day.
And how's she doing?
Fantastic. First of all, let me say thank you. Thank you for taking the time and believing. You know what? She's a good kid. She's a wonderful girl. Made some bad choices, but from the time we left here, and time she went to begin the treatment, I've been in contact with her almost every day. The facility has been fantastic about talking with me, allowing her to talk with us. It was a very tough period because, you know, if you remember, we were here just before Thanksgiving. So we had Thanksgiving, we had Christmas, and we had New Year's that she was gone. And those are 3 pretty heavy family holidays. And for her to be gone and yet be able to talk to her and hear the growth in her voice and hear the progress that she was making was incredible, absolutely incredible.
It's got to feel good that for the first time in a long time that she's in a safe environment.
I'm so happy to be here today. I mean, because that means she's made it this far, and you know she's moving forward, and it's all because of you're giving her the opportunity.
So what I like to do is let's give back. How you repay me is. And she's been in rehab for the 3 months.
That's correct.
All right, let's bring your daughter out.
Cool. I haven't seen her since.
You
we
haven't
were here.
seen her?
No, I haven't seen her since.
Let's bring her out.
Cool.
Oh, you look wonderful. You look wonderful. Oh, thank
you for having me again.
You certainly look much different, a lot healthier than the last time I saw you. How's it feel?
Oh, feels fantastic. You know, it's definitely it's definitely not easy. You know, it's actually the hardest thing I've ever had to do. But I finally realized I can't blame anybody else for my addiction. And I can't, you know, people may have affected me, but those people aren't going to change me. The only person that can change me is me.
So you've been in rehab this whole time since we taped that show?
Yes.
And you believe that it's changed your life?
Absolutely. This show, this opportunity, the treatment facility I was in, it definitely changed my life.
This is the first time you've seen your father since that show?
Yes.
Is there anything that you want to say to him?
Thank you. Thank you for never giving up on me.
All right, Jennifer, Kim from A Better Tomorrow, where we sent you for rehab, is here, and I believe she has something for you.
The woman that I met 90 days ago is not the same woman that's standing before me, and I just want to tell you how proud I am of you. So on behalf of A Better Tomorrow, I would like to congratulate you for completing 90 days of treatment.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kim.
Thank you.
Dad, what I'd like you to do, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we were able to help your daughter. Right now, I'd ask you to leave the stage. I'm going to talk with your daughter, and we'll reunite you with her as soon as we're done with something, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thanks again, Rick.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
So here's the deal, Jennifer. We helped you
Absolutely.
change your life around.
Yeah.
So what I like to do is let's give back.
Absolutely.
You got something for you. I got a young girl who's in your same exact situation, and how you repay me is by helping her.
I can only keep what I have by giving it away.
I'm glad that.
And I said if I could help anybody not become me, or at least change their life, it was all worth it.
Well, there is somebody. Let's bring out Anna.
Three months ago, I was you. I walked the streets homeless, in a mini skirt at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I wasn't scared. Nothing scared me. Jails, losing my family, none of it scared me because I hated myself. And it was a constant, vicious cycle, and I know how it is.
That's how I feel.
I know how it feels. You're in a prison of addiction. This is a life or death situation, and I take my recovery that seriously. And if you want this, you have to do that too. And you can do it. That's the thing. You're talking to a hope to die junkie. Every time I stuck a needle in my arm or smoked crack, I hoped I would die, because dying was easier than dealing with the pain that I dealt with day in and day out. I had been raped so many times, I got immune to it. I thought, going through the experience I just went through, I realized I'm not immune to it. In fact, it's affected me in so many ways, but the thing is, I can change today. I know a lot of it, it's a vicious cycle, and it's, you're constantly reflecting back on what you did and how horrible it was, because I did that too, and then have everybody say, why can't you stop? I know how that feels, because I couldn't stop, I thought. But I did stop. I just took the step in the right direction, and I put my hands out wanting help, and I got the help that I needed. And that's possible for you. If you ever want to be the mother of your children, if you ever want to be a sister, if you ever want to be a daughter to your mom, you have to put your recovery first, because without your recovery being first, you won't ever have anything else.
Well, Anna, you're here today because you say you want help. You want to turn your life around.
Yes.
No more scamming.
No.
This is it. You're ready for a change in your life.
I'm ready.
So the deal is, just like with Jennifer, you got to leave the stage. There's no going anywhere. You got to go straight to rehab.
Okay.
And you got to do it not only for yourself.
I'm ready.
You got to do it so you can want to be a mother to these children, so they get to see you and know who their mom is.
That's what I want.
So Kim from A Better Tomorrow. Kim's from A Better Tomorrow, great facility out in California that we've had a lot of success with.
Wonderful.
With people come on our show that, totally addicted to drugs, and really in hell. This is the deal. We're going to help you. We want to help you. But you leave the stage and you go with Kim. She's going to take you straight to A Better Tomorrow.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready to change your life around?
Yes.
Let's go. Well, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for coming on and all. Good luck to you.
Let's go.
I'm at A Better Tomorrow. I've been here for 23 days. The day I arrived here, it was kind of nervous, but everybody that I met in the detox center, they made me feel at home. Everybody here is so uplifting. They help me when I feel down. Steve, thank you so much for this opportunity that I have. There's no words for, the gratification I send to you for allowing me to have this privilege and being in this place. It was really a blessing to me, and I want to tell him thank you so much.